everyone. We are so excited you all are here today. It's going to just be a great event. My name is Jessica Pierce, and I'm the founder and CEO of Career Connectors. And we are doing this event in partnership with Best Companies AZ. And Denise Gredler is on the call today. She is the founder and CEO of Best Companies AZ, as well as her team. And they'll be talking in just a minute. And so thank you all for engaging in the chat and already getting started. And so if you're not yet, please go ahead and open the chat box, which is on the bottom of your screen, and go ahead and introduce yourself. We're going to be talking through the chat today. We have a lot of people on the call, and we have a lot of speakers that are going to be going back to back today. And so any questions you have, anything you'd like to have a conversation about, drop it in the chat. We have people moderating the chat and trying to answer questions as well. And so feel free to jump there. And then at the end, towards the second half of the call, you're going to all of the speakers today and different recruiters. And so in the chat, just let us know what is your name, where you're calling us from, and then a little bit about what kind of job you're looking for and what kind of work you're wanting to do. Some people are changing careers. Some people are looking to get back into the same career. Some people are just thinking about, hey, what does the job market look like? And let me just say something about that real quick. So Career Connectors launched, 16 years ago, and we have been through every market shift that I didn't even know was going to be possible. And so even though sometimes things seem like they're crazy, especially for people that are actively in job transition, they can seem really hard, really difficult. I am telling you, there are great jobs out there, and you're going to hear about some of them today. The representation from today, we have over 2,000 jobs that are available just on this call today. And so it's a good time to be looking. Don't listen to all the doom and gloom sometimes it's out there, because today, I'm glad you made it, because I want you to spend a couple hours today really locked in, really listening and engaging in the call today. I want you to see hope in action. Be able to see the people that are coming and talking to you about the industries that are growing and the companies that are hiring, and what kind of opportunities are out there, so that you walk out of today feeling hopeful, that you know that you got some resources to move forward, and that you have been able to connect with some decision makers. That is why we're here today. So 16 years ago, when Career Connectors was launched, I just tried to help a couple people write resumes, and we were in the midst of the Great Recession. And I realized that people wanted to talk to hiring companies as well as get resources. And so I reached out to my friend, Denise, and said, hey, can you help me? I know you know companies, and I don't have that network. And she said, absolutely. And so since Denise and I started meeting together 16 years ago, helping people write resumes and get jobs, this program has just exploded. And we have helped thousands upon thousands of people land jobs. And it was not something I set out to do. I had actually lost a job, lost a job, closed a business, and was unemployed at the time that Career Connector started. And so that moment in time changed my life, because I was being called in a different direction. And so whatever you're going through today, know that there are opportunities out there for you. So what we're going to do today is I am going to introduce our partner. I talked about Denise, but I would like to introduce you to her Vice President of Customer Service. Sydney Rodriguez is going to talk a little bit about Best Companies AZ, and now they can help support you in your job transition as well. Hi, Sydney. Welcome.
Hi, everyone. Thanks, Jessica. Appreciate it. It's exciting to be on here. My name is Sydney Rodriguez. I'm the VP of Client Success at Best Companies AZ. We actually have been working with Jessica and Career Connectors for the past 16 years. And I actually remember when we were still going into in-person events when I worked about 10 years ago back in Arizona. So it's exciting to be back doing this with her. We're also so happy to be co-hosting this event with her and her team. So I know we have got a lot of amazing companies ready to present and joining us today, and we're eager for you to hear about all of them. They are, of course, have their job openings, their companies, their cultures. But I'll jump into a quick overview of who Best Companies AZ is. Um, so basically, there's a lot of different hats we wear, but how we can help you with your job search is we support Arizona Best Companies. We specialize in helping award-winning companies promote their brand, their culture, their hiring efforts. And you might be wondering, what does that mean that they're award-winning? It means that they have won best places to work either locally or nationally, or both. This also means that they have been surveyed their employees using a third party endorsement. So they are in a third party survey, excuse me, being awarded as a best place to work. So they're not just saying that they're a best place to work, they are actually proving it and winning these awards. Our specialty is promoting these amazing companies, their employer brand, expanding their network from a business perspective, and of course, getting them in front of the top talent like today. So as job seekers, active or passive, our website's a great place to explore the award-winning employers in Arizona regionally and nationally. Um, some of the awards that we just saw, there are some local and national award programs that our exclusive clients can proudly say that they have won. I encourage you to jump on our website, use that QR code that's there in the corner to check out their profiles, their job openings, and really dive into these companies and see what makes them a best place to work. And then let's see. So these are some of our featured award-winning companies. Many of them are presenting today and participating in today's panel or will be in the breakout rooms. Again, I'm going to encourage you to learn more about them on our website. You can use that QR code at the top, as well as our team will be in the chat and virtually in the breakout rooms later to help you land that dream job. And we are really looking forward to helping you in any way that we can and excited to be here.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sydney. Appreciate you
Yeah,
guys and appreciate you being here. Lots of
absolutely.
resources. If you have registered for this event, you will get information about Best Companies AZ as well in your email as a part of our follow-up as well. All right, you guys. So a couple tech things before we move on. If you have questions, again, please use the chat. Again, we have moderators. We have people watching the chat. I am going to drop in right now in the chat a way to drop in your LinkedIn URL. And that is a fantastic way for you all and all of us to connect with each other. So connect on LinkedIn. I think the free version allows you maybe 5 connections either a day or people that are outside of your network a day. So connect on LinkedIn and keep the conversation going. Connect with the hiring companies that drop in their LinkedIn URL. That is a fantastic way to keep a relationship going with them. All right, we will be doing a breakout rooms at the end. And so, well, the second half of the call. The first hour and a half is a panel and then presentations. And then we will be doing a breakout sessions, and that's going to be your time to talk to companies, talk to recruiters, and kind of get the fast track into the company. And then if you do need closed captioning, you can click on the show captions option on the bottom of your screen, and that is alive and available to you. Now, the agenda, it might seem overwhelming, so I'm just going to kind of give you a high-level overview. We're in just a minute here, we're going to start the panel. The panel has 4 representatives from the 4 different industries that we are focusing on today. And then we will have hiring companies coming in. All 4 of them are hiring as well. They have some great jobs. They're going to talk about those. But then we're going to focus in on the rest of the companies that are on the line and that are hiring. And they're going to each be talking for just a couple minutes and telling you about their company, a little bit about their culture, the jobs that are available, and then how to apply. And so we're going to go through all those companies really quickly. Take notes, because then we'll close out the main session around 10:30, 10:40 and go into our what we call breakout sessions, which is really a networking time, a time for you to jump into any of the rooms of the people that are going to be speaking today and their staff. And so you can jump into those rooms, have conversations, talk to them, see what's available. and then we'll end at around 11:30 Arizona time. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We are going to bring up the panel, and we're going to move some things around on the tech side. And so I am going to introduce, we have Sean Lau. He is the Talent Acquisition Manager for WillScot. We have Deanne Russell. She is the System Vice President of Talent Acquisition. We have Heather Marcom. She's a Senior VP, Head of Human Resources for Achieve. And then we have Tom Sullivan. He is the CEO of Air2O. So go ahead and bring the presentation down, and I am going to get the 4 of them pinned here, and then we will get moving. Let's see. Got you, Tom. Hello, Tom. Can you hear us?
Hey, good morning.
Okay. And then let me get Deanne. Sorry, one sec. We have a lot of people on the call, so sometimes it takes a little bit of, there's Deanne. Hi, Deanne.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning. Heather, I have you coming next.
Good morning.
Hello. Hi. And then we have Sean. Okay, there we go, panel. Thank you all for being here today. We so appreciate your time in doing this with us. Each of you represent an industry that we are talking about today. And so for everyone on the call, if you do have questions for the panel, feel free to drop them in the chat. Doesn't mean I'm going to get to all of them. We're going to do our best, but some of these executives here have staff as well on the call and can answer questions, as well as some of the rest of us. And so what I'm going to ask you each to do is just do a 1 to 2 minute overview. Tell us about yourself and a little bit about your company. So let's see, Tom, you are representing our advanced manufacturing industry, one of the fastest growing industries in Arizona. So tell us a little, we're excited to have you here, and I've gotten to know you over the last, year and a half or so since you've come in town. So tell us a little bit about Air2O and yourself.
Hey, thanks, Jessica, and thanks for putting this event on. Really important to, keep recruitment, especially in Arizona, especially in this market. Arizona is a thriving state, and in the greater Phoenix area, a thriving foundation right now for a myriad of different vertical markets, including, as you mentioned, advanced manufacturing. Is a huge boom right now in this area for advanced manufacturing. So yeah, I'm Tom. I'm the COO of Air2O. Air2O is a manufacturer of advanced air conditioning units, basically. If you think about the air conditioning units you have at home, but I want you to turbocharge them, 20 feet long, 15 feet wide, and 15 feet tall, and in one unit, anywhere between $500,000 and $1 million. So air conditioning, but on a truly mega industrial scale. Personally, obviously, not from the US. I'm a UK national. Moved over to the US in 2017 to work for Air2O. Having previously spent over a decade in the military, serving in different operational theaters, in engineering leadership roles, and really specializing as a liaison between public sector and private sector on the military side. At Air2O now, I oversee all the operational responsibility for Air2O. That's everything from sales all the way through to field services, and we cover the whole spectrum from winning business, building and engineering systems, and then servicing those systems for the life in the field. In just 4 years, Air2O has grown from $2 million in annual revenue to over $50 million in 2 years. We're one of the Inc. 5000's fastest growing companies in the US. We're a second year winner of Arizona's most admired companies. We won the Arizona Innovation Challenge and the Arizona Governor's Award for Innovation. So big impact in the state since we moved here, and we're continuing to grow. But really important is we're part of a larger group called EdN Group. EdN Group are a multinational billion-dollar investment company whose mission is to protect the natural resources of the planet by reducing worldwide energy use lowering carbon emissions and driving sustainability worldwide. And their backing of Air2O, their backing of us as their only US company, is part of a global movement to decarbonize industry and really make a real difference.
I love that, Tom. Thank you so much for that overview. You're a new company to a lot of us. And so it's exciting to hear some of that. And we love just how excited you are about what you do. So thank you so much for being here. And these are the kind of companies I know Arizona is targeting to bring in, but then also grow the ones that are here. And so a great company, Advanced Manufacturing, as you all can hear, as you're going to probably hear from all of these speakers today, has every kind of job imaginable. And so even that industry is growing, but that means so many different types of job opportunities. All right, thank you again. So I'm going to move over to Deanne. Deanne is with Common Spirit Health and Dignity Health. You may have heard one or the other. In Arizona, we mostly know Dignity Health. And so Deanne is also, I'm so grateful, vice president of our board of directors, or has been vice president of our board of directors. She's part of our team for many years. So we're so grateful for you, Deanne. So tell us a little bit about Dignity Health and about the company.
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you for having me. And yes, we go way back with both Career Connectors and Best Companies AZ. I have, as Jessica had said, I work for Common Spirit Health. It's Dignity Health here in Arizona. I've been with this organization for about 25 years. I'm the wife of a retired fire battalion chief who retired after 32 years on the job. I'm a mom to 3 grown daughters and a Nona to an almost 6-year-old grandson and a 4-year-old granddaughter. Some of you may not know, but in 2019, Dignity Health and Catholic Health Initiatives merged to form Common Spirit Health. Common Spirit Health is now one of the largest nonprofit Catholic health systems in the US. We treat about 20 million patients across 2,300 different care sites, 137 hospitals across 24 different states. And we currently employ at the highest level over 157,000 employees and 35,000 physicians. Specifically in Arizona, we do have 8 hospitals that are part of our organization. For those of you, you would know Chandler Regional, Mercy Gilbert, St. Joseph's, both in Phoenix, and the Westgate in Glendale. Our Arizona General Hospitals in Mesa and Levine, and Yavapai Regional Medical Center up in Prescott. We also have many urgent care centers, freestanding EDs, and clinics across the footprint. But one of the things I'm most proud of is we actually opened up a virtual hospital here in Phoenix. And we'll talk a little bit about that throughout our presentation. We also have Common Spirit Health national office presence here. So IT, cybersecurity, we have a presence here in the Valley as well. In Arizona, we have over 13,000 employees and 4,000 physicians, and we are known for our tagline of Hello Human Kindness. So I'm sure you guys have all seen or heard our commercials. Jessica?
Sorry, I'm talking on mute. So good. We love those commercials. That campaign, I remember when it started, it just really, really exciting. So thank you so much, Deanne, and for what you do. And I'm excited to hear about the virtual hospital. I didn't know that. So, all right. So Sean, let's jump over to you. I love the industry you're representing, construction, trades, and you would like what? And so I love that we brought you in and you accepted it to come in to talk about this kind of industry and what's going on. Sean Lau is your title is Talent Acquisition Manager for WillScot. And so Sean, I'm glad you're here representing this organization. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, thank you so much, everybody. First thing I want to say is I want to thank Career Connectors and Best Companies AZ. I've been associated with both organizations for over a decade now. It's a two wonderful organizations that have helped a ton of people. And so when I was asked to be part of this panel, of course, I accepted, and really happy to be part of this event. So the little bit about myself, this is actually my second career. My first career, I did over 22 years in the Navy. My last 4 years in the Navy, I was doing recruiting for the Navy, and I fell in love with it. It became a passion. And then after I retired from the Navy, I went into corporate recruiting. And so I have been here at WillScot now for just about 3 years, and I, because of past relationships with Career Connectors and Best Companies AZ, I was able to continue that partnership with them, and it's been an awesome experience. So, a few things about WillScot. It's kind of a little joke with recruiters, but there are a few of us that love to say where WillScot is one of the biggest companies that nobody's ever heard of, and so there are quite a few companies around the valley that say that, and we're no exception. So WillScot is in the technically in the construction industry, but we've been around for over 80 years, 82 to be exact. We have over 5,000 employees over North America. So we're US, Canada, and Mexico. We have over 275 locations across North America. We are a $4.2 billion publicly traded company. And like I said, one of the largest companies nobody's ever heard of. And so WillScot and Mobile Mini merged. So Mobile Mini is also in that storage space. So you can see that all over the valley, but you just never look for it. It's I've never heard of WillScot or Mobile Mini until I was connected to this role, and then I did my research. I was like, oh wow, I've never heard of them. And then after I started working here, I see them everywhere across the U.S. So we for 3 consecutive years now since we partnered with Best Companies AZ, WillScot has earned the Great Places to Work award for the last 3 consecutive years, and we are headquartered right here in Phoenix. And so it is. Since coming here, it has been a great experience. The company culture is awesome. Let me backstep a little bit. WillScot is in the modular office space and storage space, and so think of putting together temporary buildings out of Legos. So if you think of like a brand new construction in the middle of the desert, and they are working out of that white mobile office, that's us. Think of during COVID when they turned every parking lot into a COVID testing station. All those nurses, that was us providing that living space. Think of a high school that needs new classrooms, and they're stacking those Conex box containers together to add new classrooms. That's us. And so one of the things I'm really proud of being part of WillScot is our sustainability. So we build our containers. There's very low waste. We recycle. They last for about 16. Each container lasts for about 16 years, and so we recycle to our customers. And so that's one of the things I'm really proud of the company. But we are proud to be invited here and talk about our industry and let all of you guys know about some of the exciting roles that we are looking to fill here right in Arizona. So thank you very much for having us here.
Yeah, thanks so much, Sean. Appreciate it. Gosh, 10 years. All of you are saying these numbers. I'm like, are we that old? Come on. Right. Okay, so Heather Marcom is with us today, and she has promoted to a new role for Senior VP and Head of HR for Achieve. Congratulations on that, Heather, and has been a partner with us for many years as well. So Heather is representing today business services, so finance, insurance, kind of the business support services of work. And so Heather, tell us a little bit about Achieve.
Yes, Jessica, we are that old. As Sean was talking, I was going back to, I've been with Achieve for 8 years now, but prior to that, I led talent acquisition at Charles Schwab, worked with Jessica and Denise there, and previous to that, PayPal, same thing. So we have been connected for a very long time, wonderful organizations, and we love this partnership. And so, yeah, so I'm Heather. I lead HR at Achieve. Previous to this, I led recruiting, and I was in that role for about 7.5 years, and most recently was promoted into this head of HR role after our longtime head of HR, Linda Lumen, has kind of moved on to focus on nonprofit work. So super excited about that. Many of you may know Achieve as our former name. About 3 years ago, we rebranded under the Achieve name, but prior to that, we were Freedom Financial Network. A lot of you see us. We are the two big buildings at the corner where the 101 and the 202 kind of intersect. And so we hear this often. We see your buildings, but we don't know what you do. So let me tell you, we have been in business for 23 years. We were founded by Brad Stroh and Andrew Hauser, who went to grad school together at Stanford. Coming out of Stanford, they had a lot of friends who had kind of racked up quite a bit of debt. And so they kind of made it their mission to figure out how do we help them and others kind of find their way to a better path, a brighter financial future, and kind of get out of this debt that they were in. So from that, they kind of had this idea. They started out of Andrew's garage. And built this company to what we are today. We have served almost 2 million people. We have resolved over $20 billion in debt. And our other line of business, lending, we have originated over 13 billion in loans. So Sean, we are also one of the largest companies. People don't know what we do, but now you do. So in the financial service space, we here in Phoenix, we have about 1,800 employees. The vast majority of our employees work in remote or hybrid roles. So we do love for them to come into our office about, once or twice a month. Some come in a little bit more frequently than that, depending on the team that you're in. I think we're going to talk about roles that we hire. We have a lot of roles open right now in our customer service, in our sales, finance, accounting, marketing. We have a whole plethora of roles. And so we're super excited to be able to talk to you about those today. I won't skip ahead, Jessica, I promise.
All right. Thank you guys so much. All right. I want to spend just a few minutes on the industries that you're representing. And so as much as you know about this, talk a little bit about, now this is an Arizona event. Essentially, what we mean by that is the companies represented here have some type of large representation in Arizona, either corporate offices or a lot of their workers are in Arizona. You all that are not in Arizona also are going to hear about today various virtual and remote. Some of these companies are hiring virtual and remote. And so you're going to hear about those opportunities as well. So even if you're not from Arizona, this event is for you. But Arizona is continuing to grow with industry. And so talk a little bit about the projection for job growth and like the need for talent in this industry. Deanne, I feel like healthcare is always on the top. So talk to us about what that looks like.
Oh my gosh. Healthcare and social assistance is projected to be the largest job growth and the fastest job growth industry sector between now and 2030. They're projected nationwide to grow by about 5.2 million jobs across the country. And right now, an article came out first thing this morning that said the US is going to face a deficit of 362 nurses by 2032. In Arizona, the healthcare workforce has not kept up with the pace of the state's rapid growth.
Okay, sorry about that.
That's okay. Our aging population has been driving up the demand for healthcare services, and the access in our rural communities has really been a challenge. So, as you know, I mean, healthcare is an industry that has been around for many, many years and is going to be around for many, many years. It may change slightly as we have technology introduced into the healthcare setting, AI, and so on and so forth. But healthcare is going to continue to be a promising sector for job growth and boosting our economy in Arizona. But what I really want to challenge everybody on this call to think about, and I'll talk about 4 jobs that we're going to get into later on in the presentation. But what I really want everybody on this call to think about is healthcare. A job in healthcare is definitely attainable for everybody. Healthcare is a like a city. When you have a hospital, you not only have your nurses and your doctors, but you have your cooks, your sous chefs, you have your housekeeping, you've got your security, you've got your HVAC technicians, your plumbers. So I really want people to open their eyes and understand that a job at a hospital or in healthcare or social assistance sector is not just about patient care. There's a lot of many opportunities in healthcare. Jessica?
Yeah, I love that because people don't understand that all of those opportunities are available and you can get plugged in with a great organization that has career pathways, that has benefits and good pay and stability. And so it's just, thank you for bringing that up. It's just so good. All right, let's jump over to Tom. Tom, you're the newbie in town as far as this panel goes, but you represent a huge, important industry at advanced manufacturing. So talk a little bit about what you're hearing about job growth and growth in that industry.
Yeah, so currently in the US, there are about 500,000 open roles, 500,000 open roles in manufacturing currently unfilled. There is some conflicting data. So there's certain levels of manufacturing that are shrinking. So if you look at, for example, in my industry, in the HVAC industry, residential HVAC is down. So, there's, the likes of Carrier and Trane reporting HVAC numbers are down. But on the flip side, industrial HVAC is up. So there is a little bit of restructuring going on in manufacturing right now. There are shrinking and jobs moving from one sector to another. And then geopolitically, the tariffs and the nearshoring that US manufacturing has been doing over the last 2 years is really starting to take effect. There are more and more supply chains opening up inside the US, not just North America. In 3 years ago, Air2O were about 60% sourced North America and 40% sourced rest of the world. So this is the supply chain that we're buying from. Today, we're 94% supply chain from North America and 83% in the US. And that is as a direct result of tariffs and other things that are forcing manufacturers in the US to look closer to home. So Air2O are looking at that across the board. So not only are there manufacturing jobs opening up at Air2O, and we're looking at over 200 roles recruiting over the next 18 months, but in our entire supply chain, in everything that we buy in the entire line, all of those industries are opening up more manufacturing roles. So we are seeing a shift from certain manufacturing sectors into others, but the overall picture is US manufacturing is on the up.
That's so great to hear. So many people come to me and say, AI is going to take all of our jobs. And just like you were saying, they may shift things. Just, years ago we had computers, and I know you all remember, like, oh no, computers are going to take all of our jobs. And then it's like, no, we just had to learn something new or do something a little different. And what that is an example of AI, it might change jobs, but it's going to shift them. It just changed them. They're not necessarily all going away.
AI is here to augment, not replace.
Love that.
So we have a clear AI policy at Air2O. We do not see at all any job reduction for AI. What we see is everybody that uses AI, we have a short, medium, and long-term goal for AI, and that is to increase our efficiency and to increase our capacity, not to replace people. In fact, you look at Microsoft, they let 9% of their coders go, and it was blamed on AI. Well, companies like Air2O, we're actually increasing the number of computer programmers and computer science roles that we're hiring for. And we're hiring these people to adopt AI and augment AI into our current workforce. So AI is a good thing. It's not here to replace, it's here to augment.
Love that so much. Thank you. All right, Heather, you have a big industry, business services, and it's kind of intangible. Like it could be so many things. But talk about, finance, insurance, this industry, and the growth that you're seeing.
Yeah, so I've been in the financial services space for longer than I'd like to admit at this point, about 15 years. And so we've seen quite the transformation over the past 15 years. And I would touch a little bit on, what Tom was mentioning. AI in this space is growing, very popular. We've seen a lot of kind of transformation in financial services over the past few years, kind of going from sort of this kind of very people heavy, high touch type of environment into this digital space. And so I think we're going to continue to see more and more of that. And what we're seeing as well, are similar to, I think, what Tom just said, is adopting a lot of AI to help our employees get better at their jobs and be able to move faster in their job, versus kind of replacing jobs. And we're going to continue to see that as well. If you pay attention to the news, and I know you all do, we just saw something that we've been waiting for quite some time happen with the Fed yesterday. The interest rate dropped quarter point, but we're going to take it, and we expect to see those interest rates continue to come down throughout the rest of this year. And so what that means for the financial service space is lending becomes more available, and people, consumers like all of you, kind of take advantage of those when those rates come down. So we anticipate seeing growth come back starting in kind of the mortgage, HELOC and refinancing space. We offer HELOC, personal loans and consolidation loans. So we anticipate in our company an increase in growth in that business. On the flip side of that, though, we are in a really kind of funky economy, right? We've seen quite a bit happening with inflation over the past few years. That has caused people to kind of spend, in many cases, a lot more than maybe they should, but a lot of it is out of necessity. And so we are seeing record enrollments into our debt relief program like we have never seen before. And this sort of debt happens to really, really good people for a lot of reasons that are out of their control. And when other financial institutions are not able to help them, we are. And so we're seeing an increase in that. So it's a little bit of kind of a double-edged sword, I think, what we're seeing in financial services. It's going to continue to grow, probably not quite as fast as healthcare, I don't think, because of this kind of digital transformation that's happening in terms of jobs. But there are definitely going to be jobs to be had.
Awesome. Thank you, Heather. Okay, Sean, your industry that you're representing has probably seen the largest shift, in my personal opinion, and how students are now looking at the trades as a real, legit, long-term career that people can do really well in and have a lot of success. That hasn't always been the story for the trades industry. And so could you talk a little bit about, growth, what we're seeing in this space?
Absolutely. So I love the points that Tom had brought up in his comments. Construction falls along a lot of those same lines with the growth. I think you know. I think any of us that live in Arizona with all the construction going around and all the traffic due to the construction is, very familiar with the growth here in Arizona. So construction is not going anywhere. The industry itself, like you said, Jessica, is, we are there is a ton or a huge lack of those trade skills that are needed in our industry, and so it is getting harder and harder for us to find those skilled laborers in our industry. WillScot itself is a company who is continually growing to expand our footprint within the construction industry as far as different products and services that our customers need. And the industry growth is just booming all across the U.S. So, like I said, we have over 275 locations across the U.S. and, it is construction's not going anywhere. We're still growing. The huge need out here in Arizona. We're going further and further out into the desert, and our industry is feeling that. So ton of growth. Again, I'm not going to repeat a bunch of the points that Tom made, but yeah, we're in that same boat.
And Sean, can you talk a little bit about jobs that are, available in this industry? And then also specific what are you guys hiring for?
Yeah, so Will Scott is, we have over 5,000 employees across North America. So we have everything from, we have over 200 job openings right now on our job board. We have, I believe it's about 28 specifically here in Arizona. I know that we may be diving a little bit deeper into that later on in the panel, but we have everything from executive assistants to a big thing with Will Scott is sales. We're currently in Arizona. We're looking for a VP for sales. We oh gosh, what business development director, customer success, service tech. So that is more on the operational skilled labor side, and hammer throwers and all that stuff. So they're getting more scarce as we move on. So
Yeah, and so one of the things that I think is interesting for people to understand is with your industry and some of the others as well, you have everything from hands-on laborers to like executive level in this
absolutely.
industry. There's all the support services that need to support trades in construction. Is that correct?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Heather, what about you guys? Talk a little bit about, your jobs specifically, but also the industry in general. What are we looking at?
Yeah, so for us in terms of jobs, and I just answered this question in the chat, actually. Somebody asked about this. So let me start on the debt relief space. Because our enrollments are increasing rapidly, we are hiring quite a bit right now, and will be for the next several months that we can kind of foresee into the future here, into our sales teams. And so what that means is these are roles, these are phone-based, kind of high volume call center type of sales roles. And we're taking inbound leads for the most part from consumers who've come to us, through our website or through other channels, or they're calling in, whatever route that may be, to talk about their financial situation. And so we're looking for people who have that sales background, but also have a very kind of empathetic sort of approach, right? Because we are working with consumers who are in a very distressed place. Probably for many of them, it's the toughest times that they may have ever experienced. And so we have to be very empathetic and figure out, can we help them? Because we can't help everybody, but we can help a lot. And then kind of enroll them into the program. We're also hiring into our customer service team. So once we bring a member into our program, they work with our customer service team kind of for the most part from that point on about kind of resolving that debt and how we do that. But we're also hiring into some of our corporate function roles. We've got quite a few roles right now in our accounting team, in our marketing team. We've got some social media based roles, which are always really exciting. We're hiring into our data. I think I saw some folks in the chat way up there earlier asking about data analyst, BI, and that sort of thing. And also, we're going to start seeing, I think, a few roles in some of our other areas in corporate functions. So it's not all just kind of sales and customer service. On the lending side, a little bit of the same story. Again, we anticipate to start seeing more growth there because of the interest rate environment. So sales there as well, some servicing, and then also we've mentioned this a few times, implementing AI into a lot of these roles to help our sales and customer service representatives kind of work a little bit better and faster in their job. So I do anticipate in the future that we'll be continuing to hire in that space. So if you aren't learning about AI yet, I highly encourage you to do that. No matter what industry or job you are in, you should absolutely know about how AI works and how it might be helpful in whatever role you're in, because it is coming. So
Awesome. Thank you so much for that, Heather. And we also did an event about AI and the job search last month. And so somebody from my team, can you pull that webinar and just drop it in the chat? That would be great. Wendy or Lexi or Kathy, if you could just drop it in the chat, because AI it's not going away and you might as well be playing with it right now and learning it. Deanne, you did talk about some of the industry type jobs. Anything else to add to that? And then specifically for Dignity or Common Spirit, what kind of roles are you guys looking for?
Yeah, absolutely. So as everybody knows, the highest need areas are patient-facing positions, registered nurses, physicians, respiratory therapy, imaging. But there is a whole plethora of other types of positions that are more of support assistants that are needed in the healthcare setting. So a couple of the roles that I wanted to talk about today are a connection specialist. So we are home, as I shared earlier, to Common Spirit Health's virtual hospital. Our virtual hospital is housed downtown Phoenix, right across the street from St. Joseph's Hospital. And they have 4 different roles in their virtual hospital. What they do, there's going to be 2 I'm going to talk about today. One of them is called a connection specialist. That connection specialist is a phone and communication operator. And what they do is they work in a virtual call center environment 24/7. It only requires customer service experience. It doesn't require any type of healthcare experience or any type of education. And what those individuals do is they answer the telephones for all of the for a lot of hospitals, not all of us yet, across the country. So they may be answering the phone for St. Joseph's in Lexington, Kentucky. They might be answering the phone for a patient that is being monitored in their home and they need personal assistance. They may need to be calling codes for the hospital in whatever state that they're trying to support. That type of connection specialist position is essential to patient care. It's essential to the family members and the friends that are calling into those hospitals, as well as essential to our caregivers. Another one that I thought would be really good to share with everybody is our cardiac monitoring tech. Again, it's in a virtual call center environment. So for those individuals that really want to have some type of patient care option and meaningful work where you're delivering patient care, this individual actually sits in our call center and interprets EKG interpretation on 64 cardiac patients across the country. So think about sitting in a call center environment, you're in a chair, you've got a huge dashboard of 64 different patients from across the country, and you're their lifeline, right? You're watching their EKG strips go like this. And if you see or anticipate a lethal rhythm, you're the person that's on the phone calling in to the RNs or the doctor saying, hey, pay attention to this patient. That type of position does require an education in cardiac monitoring. However, there are many online options out there where people can go ahead and take that EKG interpretation course and typically get that done in about 12 weeks. So if you're thinking about going back to school, there are several online companies, MedCerts, Stepful, that actually allow our adult learners to take these classes online.
That is awesome. Deanne, I've noticed as over the last couple of years, as you guys have been preparing this virtual center, I didn't realize it was up and running. You probably told me that, but I'm sorry I missed that. But have loved watching your face talk about it because it's so exciting what is happening in that industry and the work and the lives you guys are changing that way. It's just been really cool. And someone even in chat was like, wow, that sounds like a really interesting, unique opportunity. So thank you for sharing that. All right,
You're welcome.
Tom, jumping over to you, talk about specifically your company jobs, some of the jobs that are available, and then, maybe on an industry level, what is hot right now?
Yeah, I mean, so for Air2O, we're scaling across the board. So, the job spectrum at Air2O is the full spectrum. So if from warehouse operations, the people that look after the inventory, forklift operators, keep the warehouse and the factory space running smoothly, all the way through the spectrum of engineering, we have a full team of mechanical engineers, electrical engineers, civil engineers, at every level, from graduate through to masters and PhD, computer programmers, HVAC technicians, welders, painters, HR, finance. Really, there is a role at Air2O for everybody. But what I will say, more than the role and more than the skill, and for everybody that's online who's listening to all of these roles and not sure where you fit in, I think from Air2O's perspective, I'm sure a lot of the other panelists will agree, what we're looking for as companies today is problem solvers and innovators. Okay, Air2O will never let a good person pass. If we're not hiring on that day, but we find someone that we don't want to let go, we will find a place for that person, because companies are built on great people. Skills are important, of course. We can all do more to train, and all of us can improve our skills. But attitude, problem solving, innovation, these core traits that are part of your personality, that is by far the number one thing that we at Air2O look for, and I'm sure many, many, many other companies look for. So across the industry, there are a myriad of different positions available. But what I would say is, if you feel that you have the right attitude, the get up and go, and the reason you're on this call today is because you already have that trait, the get up and go, the do something about it, then there is definitely a place for you.
Awesome. Yes, thank you. All right, we are closing out our panel. We're of course running behind, which it feels like it always happens with these panels. We could talk about these companies forever. So here's how I want to land it with you guys. Touch on two quick things. Anything you'd like to share about, an exciting benefit of working of your company. I said benefit, like two different things, benefits, and then why you like working there. You can touch on that. And we have a lot of people on the call that are looking for in-person, but also remote opportunities. So are those something you guys do, or other locations outside of Arizona? So talk about those two things. Let's pop around. Heather, you want to start?
Yeah, sure. So let me address the outside of Arizona. So yes, we do offer opportunities outside of Arizona. We work a little bit differently. While we do offer remote roles, we kind of operate in this hub structure. So most of our employees are here in Phoenix, but we have hub markets in and around Texas. So Dallas, Fort Worth, Houston, El Paso, also in Florida, kind of up and down the I-4 corridor. Those are kind of our main hub areas. So if you're in any of those, we would love to talk to you. And then Jessica, what was the other question about? Sorry.
Really cool benefits, or why you like working there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we have a lot of great benefits just in general, healthcare, dental, all that good stuff. We offer all of that. And we have great benefits. But a lot of people love to join us because of our culture, right? We've been around for 23 years. We have been the best place to work list for, I think, 17 years. We've won the #1 spot, I think 5-6 times now. And so, we have a fantastic culture. And
I'm sorry, you mind saying that again?
I look for work.
All right, sorry, we have some.
Yeah,
sorry about that.
There you go.
Thank you. So great culture that was really built on becoming a best, and you guys did that quickly and continue to do that year to year. Thank you. All right, Sean, you want to go?
Sure. So, WillScot's been around for over 80 years, and, it's not unusual that we see 20, 25, 30, even 40-year work anniversaries here. And it's because we take care of our people. We understand, as Heather said, and I think Tom said this as well, is that, at the base of every great company is exceptional people. And so we love to take care of our people with benefits. Same, I think, for all these 4 great companies that are here is great healthcare, dental, 6% matching 401k, educational tuition reimbursement, things like that. I think most of the companies here represent that. But again, it's the culture, the fact, the company's stability of over 8 decades of being in our industry, owning over 50% of our market across North America. So we do have some remote roles. As a matter of fact, our talent acquisition team is probably 50% remote. And it's also because we're in 275 locations across the US. So I think more of our corporate roles are located at our Phoenix headquarters. Even some of those are hybrid with maybe a couple days in the office, other days are remote. So we have all across the board.
Great, thank you. Tom, what about you guys?
So a benefit of being at Airto, what I'll say, and this is Airto specific, is Airto is a hard place to work. I mentioned before about how quickly we're growing and how quick we're scaling. So it is a hard place to work, and everybody here, bar none, goes above and beyond every day. So we balance that by giving great benefits. So, when I came to the US and I found out you guys have 5 to 10 days annual leave, I was horrified coming from the UK, where we have like 28 days a year vacation. So at Airto, when you start on day one, it's 21 days vacation plus paid vacation plus eight days of federal holidays. Because we think that it's important that we want you to work hard when you're at work. We want you to relax hard when you're not at work. So we have a lot of vacation. And the other thing on benefits, and I'm a real big proponent of this, is healthcare. Airto have a fully funded healthcare plan for employees with gap insurance. So there is absolutely zero out of pocket, zero deductible. Again, following from my UK roots and heritage, I was lucky enough to come from a public healthcare system. I was horrified when I got to the US and found that I had to pay for healthcare. So if I was horrified about that, I knew that my employees would find that difficult as well. So we made it a mission from day one that we had the best healthcare, regardless of role, with a fully covered gap. So that our employees have zero out of pocket. So we expect hard work, but we benefit accordingly.
Awesome. So good. Thank you, Tom. And then Deanne, how about you guys?
Yeah, absolutely. Just like all the other employers on this call, we offer a full array of medical, dental, vision benefits, health and wellness benefits. And I think the biggest benefit of working for CommonSpirit Health, Dignity Health in Arizona is specifically our mission and our ministry and what we stand for and our culture. So if you're looking for an opportunity to have any type of position, whether it's, like I said, a cook or a housekeeper or even a patient-facing role, and you're looking really for meaningful work and you have a genuine passion for helping others and making a difference, working at CommonSpirit Health is fantastic. As I said, I've been there for 25 years and I wouldn't be there if the ministry and the leadership didn't believe in our mission, vision, and values to move and advance the patient care in our communities and to really focus on ensuring that we have healthier communities across the country. We do have opportunities that are both in-person brick and mortar buildings 24/7. We have opportunities for fully remote workers, such as coders, medical coders across the country. We do have opportunities in things like our IT department, our finance department, our human resources department, where they have a hybrid approach where they're working in an office. Once in a while, they'll go in to the office, but we also have those virtual positions. And even though those virtual positions are in a brick and mortar building, they're fully remote, removed from patient care. So if you're an individual that really wants to deliver patient care and be part of it, but yet not touch it or see it or experience the blood, guts, and gore, we have those virtual opportunities that are on our website as well.
Awesome. Well, you guys have been phenomenal. Thank you so much for caring so deeply about what you do and also your industry. And I know you all are dropping your information into the chat. Denise has also been dropping in your links to jobs in the chat. And so I just want to say thank you for being here. We're out of time, but I want to give you each 1 minute if you have anything else you'd like to add into the message. So Sean, anything else to add before we move on? I'm like, yeah, he's muted. There we go.
Was having technical issues with that button. No, I just want to thank you for inviting me to be part of this panel. I'm really excited to represent WillScot here. You guys are awesome. You hold awesome events, and I really appreciate the opportunity to speak about WillScot here.
Thank you, Sean. Heather, how about you? What would you like to land with?
Yeah, no, again, thank you for having us. Again, we're hiring quite a bit. I encourage you to go visit Maya in our breakout room here shortly to talk about all of our open jobs. We have some really great opportunities. So thank you.
Great. And Deanne?
Yeah, I want to thank you as well for allowing me to present some great opportunities in the healthcare space, but more importantly, really share with the 220 or 237 people on this call that healthcare is an attainable career opportunity, even if you don't want to be a patient-facing role. So super excited. I've got Mary and Denise on the call that will be in the breakout sessions, and they'll be able to help answer any questions for you.
Thank you. And then Tom, last thoughts.
Yeah, thank you, Jessica and Denise and the two teams for organizing this. I think my final message to everybody is everyone, whether you're in a role or you're looking for a new role, is be confident. Be confident in yourself. You know, take the step, take the risk, present yourself well, and go for it. Take the chance.
Awesome. How about a huge round of applause, virtual round of applause for all of our speakers. Thank you for being here. We so appreciate the four of you, and what a great conversation. All right, you guys, we are going to now transition into having our the additional hiring companies come in. They'll each get a couple minutes to speak. We'll be going through this quite quickly. And then around 10:30, 10:40, we're going to go into a time where you can speak directly to the companies in breakout sessions. I want to mention a couple things. This event is being recorded. And so after the call today, everybody that has registered will get an email that'll include a link to the playback. So if you missed something and want to see it, you'll also get the email will also include links to every single job board for the companies that are being featured here. There was a question about the chat. There is no way to save the chat. It is a security feature that we must put on because we've had a breach of data previously for, you know, just some bad actors coming in and doing some stuff they shouldn't do. So we had to lock down the chat. So what I tell people to do is when someone puts a link in here that you are interested in, click the link and save it. You know, just put it on your browser and you can save it that way. You can connect with people on LinkedIn right away. But those are some of the reasons that you can't save the chat. Also, I want to mention something. I just want to touch on something I believe Sean had said around initiative, and I might have been Tom, but the number one trait, soft skills trait of what companies are looking for based on the data that we've done is it's always been communication. That's always seems to be at the top. But what is coming above communication right now is people that take initiative. So being able to take initiative, making decisions, moving forward. So if that is something you do well, then you can go out and take a 4-week, a 6-week, a 12-week course and start a new career right away. Like it's all about taking initiative. So I appreciate that was said today because that is so important. All right, so we're going to move on now, and we're going to start with the healthcare company. So we're going to have a couple healthcare companies speak before we move on to the next industry. And we're going to start with Teros Health. And we have actually Harry Fields is here today, recruiter with Teros Health. So welcome, Harry.
Thank you. I hope you can hear me okay.
Got you.
All right. Well, Teros Health, we are a nonprofit company. We've been around about 56 years, most definitely. We're integrated healthcare. And we're currently, we're hiring for different positions. We hire in administrative positions as well as direct care. We have a medical side to us, and we have a administrative side as far as hiring. Our big thing right now, of course, is licensed clinicians, rehabilitation specialists, of course. We're definitely looking for a senior accountant. Case managers are huge as well. And our customer service agent, they work in a central location, downtown, Central and Thomas. That's where our corporate office is. Some of our positions are hybrid and some of them are remote, but the majority of them are client-facing. So we're looking for those candidates that have that empathy, that have that humbleness, have that human part of them to work with our clients. And as far as our website is teroshealth.org. I know we're moving kind of fast. As far as my email address is on there, harry.fields@teroshealth.org. And you can also send any emails to the HR recruiting staff, period. There's 6 recruiters that work for the company. We have a total of about 1,100+ employees. We just took on LifeWell, so we have residential sites as well as our recovery centers. And we're looking forward to hiring some good people.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Harry. I did not realize you took on LifeWell. That is another organization
Yes.
that we have had come and speak, and they have a lot of jobs as well. So great to know that Taros Health is growing and a lot of
Yes.
positions. So that includes both clinical and behavioral health positions. Is that true?
Correct.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
All right. Thank you again for being here, Harry. And if you could drop
Thank
your
you.
information in the chat, that would be great.
Okay.
All right. So the next
Thank you.
company, thank you. The next company is Arizona Autism United. Cassandra is on the call today. They won't be presenting, but you can meet with them in the chat. There's a myriad of positions that they have available to you. And so she will be available in the chat today. And then, of course, you already heard from Dignity Health and Common Spirit Health. Lots of positions, and that team will be in the, I said chat, in the breakout room as well. All right, we're going to move over to advanced manufacturing now. And so I would like to introduce you to Azra Bob. She is the manager of University Relations and Workforce Development. Hello, Azra.
Good morning. Hello. Thank you for having me, and welcome everybody. It's nice to see you all. Well, actually, some of you. So quick overview, Amcor Technology. We are the world's largest US headquartered OSAT facility, and we were founded back in 1968, and we opened our first sales office in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And then in 2015, we moved our company headquarters to Tempe, Arizona. We are so excited because Amcor Technology is building our new state-of-the-art facility in Peoria. It is focused on advanced packaging and technologies for high performance chips. So just a little overview of what we do and what is Amcor. So everyone has a smartphone, a car with smart features, laptops. So inside all these devices are tiny little microchips, like the brains of a device. And before the microchips can be used, they need to be protected so they don't break, connected to the rest of the device, tested to make sure that they do work properly. So that is where Amcor comes in. We don't make the microchips themselves, but we do package and we do test them. So we have a lot of jobs that we are going to be having when our new site is open. But right now, for 2025 into 2026, we are currently hiring engineers in facilities. So we're looking for, environmental, telecommunication, electrical engineers. So love to speak to you if you do have, those experiences. And then for our new site in 2027 and beyond, we're going to be looking for operators and, technicians to work in clean rooms, in our assembly, test, and packaging. We're also going to be hiring for engineers as well as support roles in HR, supply chain, facilities, IT. We will also be having apprenticeships as well as internships. So at Amcor, we are driven by innovation, grounded in, collaboration, and, committed to growing talent through, purpose-driven partnerships and also inclusive workforce development. So I have on the slide here, you can see our link, and I am looking forward to chatting to some of you, if not all of you, in our breakout sessions. But again, looking forward to meeting some of you, hiring some of you. And if you do have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Thank you.
So good, Azra. Thank you. So much information to get through. Amcor has typically been in the East Valley, if you're familiar with Arizona Phoenix Metro, and your new plant factory is going out in the West Valley. Is that true?
It is, yes.
Huge undertaking. So keep an eye on Amcor if you're interested in them, and connect with Azra. Thank you so much. All right, we're going to move over to another large organization, Freeport-McMoRan. So Melissa Gertler is here. She is a senior talent acquisition specialist. Hi, Melissa.
Hello, everyone. I'm here to represent Freeport. So we're an international metals company. We headquarter here in Phoenix, Arizona, mining back to the late 1800s in the southwestern US. We're not just about dirt. There's several other positions that, whether it's supporting or operational pieces, that I will go over. One of our world's top copper producers, supplying approximately 8.5 of the world's mined copper. So if you have a cell phone, a vehicle, even electricity, copper is all made within that. Strong commitment to safety performance, environmental stewardship, sustainable development, and community relations. On the next slide, we have an overview of our locations, focusing a little bit in Arizona, Morenci, Baghdad, Safford, Sarita, Miami. We have copper, gold, and molybdenum. So the blue triangles are the molybdenum, and then the copper are the orange circles and the gold. We are also international. You can see we have Peru, Chile, Indonesia, Netherlands, Spain, United Kingdom, but focusing a little on the US, if you're not in Arizona, we have 2 locations in Colorado, Texas, 2 in New Mexico, and 1 in Iowa. So I'll speak to that in the breakout rooms. And on the next slide, we have our benefit highlights, the medical, dental, vision, 401k, the breakdown of that we can discuss later. We have a lifestyle spending program, tuition reimbursement, adoption assistance, and health savings account. A little bit of an overview of our professional opportunities, as well as our skilled trade opportunities. So real high level, whether that's engineering, process automation, lead roles, supervisor roles, and then our skilled trade opportunities, we focus on our mechanics, electricians, Boilermaker welders, and our certified mobile crane operators. And you can find all of our open opportunities at fmjobs.com. And we will also discuss this in the breakout rooms.
So many great opportunities, Melissa. Thank you very much. And it looks like on this last slide, I just want to mention this, you guys do a lot for veterans as well.
Absolutely. We even have a military TA on the call that will be in the breakout room to answer any questions.
Oh, fantastic. All right. Thank you so much for being here and featuring your positions. A lot of opportunity there. All right, Paul, we're bringing Paul Quinn on the line from Benchmark. Paul and I have known each other also many years. He's been involved with Career Connectors. He is the Senior Talent Acquisition Specialist. So welcome, Paul.
Welcome. All right. As you guys can see, Benchmark is a publicly traded Fortune 1000 company with its global headquarters right here in Tempe, right by Tempe Marketplace. And we serve a whole bunch of different sectors: aerospace, complex industrial, advanced computing, defense, medical technologies, next-gen communications, and semiconductor capital equipment. On next-gen communications, I will share with you guys, that's mostly satellite communication information. So our mission is to be our customer's trusted partner. We are what is called a contract manufacturer or an electronics manufacturing service. Our customers come to us and we assemble their printed circuit boards for them. We also do what is called full box build. We may build the final product that board is going to go into. And then again, we provide comprehensive solutions across the entire product life cycle, leading through our innovative technology and engineering design services, leveraging our optimized global supply chain and delivering world-class manufacturing services. As mentioned, we are a global company. I do have sites throughout the globe. Next slide. All of our jobs are listed at bench.com/careers. And right now, this is a list of what I'm hiring for just here in both at headquarters and then my Phoenix plant. And then I also have my Precision Technologies in Tempe, which also has a clean room in Mesa. So hottest one I have is that CNC Programmer 3. Can't find anybody for that one. So, but again, these are all the positions we currently have open. And if you go ahead and apply, once you do, myself or my colleague Susan Peterson, we will see your application in there, and we will reach out to you.
That's so great, Paul. One of the things I love about Paul, you guys, is he is a fantastic networker and he really cares. And so if you connect with him on LinkedIn or send him an email, you're either going to hear from him now or eventually. And so just connect with him. He is very talented at what he does and knows how to help people and connect the right people to the right job. So thank you, Paul. We appreciate you being here. I know he'll be in breakout rooms as well.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. So we're going to move over to another new company to us. But Dania Diaz is here. She is a talent acquisition specialist for Spirit Electronics. Hi, Dania.
Hi. Hey guys, I had to move a room, so sorry. Let me know if you can't hear me well.
We got you.
Perfect. So if you see right behind me, I'm in the office. We have our CCAO and our circuit card assembly. So what we do, we're a third-party contract manufacturer here in Arizona, been here over 45 years in the aerospace and defense sector specifically. Our owner, Marty McCurdy, who is female, who is veteran, does own the company. And since she's owned it, she's 20x'd the company. So if you guys join my breakout room, I will show you our revenue growth year after year since she's owned it and what we're forecasting. So you see what you're getting yourselves into. Next slide. So here's a quick mission about and what we do. So we're high reliability. We have a line card. Everything can be looked at on our company website, www.spiritelectronics.com. But we're heavy with government mil standard and any government contracts, and we keep it all in the US. So we are only one site at the moment. We are looking to expand and actually go into a bigger facility, but everything we do is here in the US. So tariffs and all that stuff has not affected our business whatsoever. Next slide. Thank you. So here's our line card, guys. So if you look at it, the way it's supposed to work out is like a domino effect. We start with ASIC design, which is a very unique way of working with PCBs, printed circuit boards. So again, if you open up your cell phone, your laptop, it's that green motherboard. And what we're doing here is a third-party contract manufacturer. All of the resistors, capacitors, electronic components onto those boards, we're doing that. We also do chips. So wafer processing. So we're kind of a one-stop solution to everything a big name like Intel, Honeywell, Boeing may need. And that's really where we strive, is doing the niche of the niche of the niche. So we're that end-to-end supply chain solutions, as you can see. And you can look at all of this in depth on our company website if you guys want to learn more about exactly what we do. Next slide. So here's a quick glimpse at my current openings. So you'll see on the left, job title, department on the right. We are a very small team of 37 employees, and I currently have about 15 openings, of which I've actually already hired or currently onboarding 7 of them. So I've been here, I'm in week 7 of my position. So in less than a month and a half, I've already hired 7. So every single resume that's submitted on our company website will be viewed by guess who? Me. So I can guarantee that everybody's resume is going to get reviewed by me. We have no parsing, no systematic AI way of your resume not getting viewed by me. And because we're such a small team, each department is about 1 to 3 individuals. So the great part about that is that you get to own your department. So for example, I'll use myself. I'm a talent acquisition and I'm the only HR person here. So what does that mean for me? That means that right now I'm going to be just handling onboarding, hiring. However, I could also build in trainings. I can start handling the offboarding, anything compensation, employee relations. I could add on to that HR skill set if I choose to. But however, right now my primary focus is definitely to onboard that next set, to build that infrastructure for us to be able to scale. As I mentioned earlier, Marty McCurdy has already 20x the company, and I could show you year by year how we're growing in revenue. Next slide. So this is my contact information. There's a QR code to our company website where you'll see all the active openings that we currently have. I do hope that you come to the break room to learn more about benefits, why you would want to work here. But again, I can't stress enough that ownership component of really creating something and being the next big person in the aerospace and defense sector. Thank you.
So good, Dania. Also, just a quick question. Are all your positions in person or do you offer some of these remote?
So everything is on site. Marty is a little bit more old school. We have high collaboration just because we're such a small team. So you'll constantly see people going from cubicle to cubicle or in and out because there's a lot of cross functionality. So it's 5 days a week on site. We're located on Peoria and the I-17, so North Phoenix.
So great to hear that you have so much ability to make an impact in this company. right now. So thank you, Dania. Appreciate you being here. And I know you've been active in the chat and will be in the breakout rooms as well.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to move over to our next industry. This is business services, finance industry, and we're going to start with LaDonna Korn. She is the senior VP at the Tempe campus. She's the initiatives manager. So, hi, LaDonna.
Hi, Jessica. Hi, everyone. I've been here many times, so I'm going to do this real fast because I want you all to get the opportunity to get into the breakout rooms. Northern Trust is a financial institution. We have been in existence since 1889, 136 years in August. And what we do is give back. We give back to our communities we work in. We give back to our partners. Everyone is a partner. No one is an employee. They are partners, including the CEO of the organization. So it's a culture of care and collaboration. We give our partners opportunities to grow inside the organization. We are global. Our headquarters is in Chicago, Illinois, on the corner of 50 South LaSalle. And so we migrated to Tempe, Arizona. It'll be a 10-year anniversary in December. And I helped to build that site up as well. So when you come to Northern, you'll feel the family, you'll feel the togetherness, you'll feel the collaboration. As all the other employees, we have all of the benefits from health, eyes, daycare. We have the tuition reimbursement as well. We are on a hybrid schedule now. But you do have the opportunity to choose the days you want to come in and out of the offices across the globe. You have that opportunity to expand your career. I relocated from Chicago to Arizona. I've been with Northern for 29 years. So you have that opportunity to do and climb the ceilings however you feel fit to see in your career. So those that are not in Arizona, we do have opportunities outside of Arizona. Also, we have what you can go to the next slide, and we'll talk more about our culture and how we feel about our veterans. We do have 11 business resource councils. Some of you all call them ERGs. We call them business resource councils, and it has all 11. We have broken down into all types of categories. So we really take our business resource council seriously. Our executive leaders are the executive sponsors of these business resource councils. As you can see, Northern Trust is Arizona supporting employee. We also have a partnership with ACP, American Corporate Partners, where we help those individuals in the military convert from military life over to civilian life. So we have a big program with them as well. If you go to the next slide, you'll see some of the awards we've won. We are Most Admired Company's 3rd year in a row winner. We also are the global Most Admired Companies. We have the best workplace to work in Chicago, across the globe in all of our locations, India, EMEA, APAC. We have 2 Most Influential Women Award winners from Northern Trust, and me being one. So you want to check us out, you come on and see me in the breakout room. I'd love to give you more about it. We have a Quarter Century Club where we have 2,000 members of our 23,000 member staff that's a part of the Quarter Century Club. 1,000 of them still present, and we got 53 located in Arizona alone. So we do a lot for our employees. We do a lot for our partners. We give back to the communities. We do, when you come in, you have 3 to 4 week vacation packages, depending on when you come into the organizations. We currently have 30 posts open in Tempe. We have 37 across Arizona. We got local offices in Phoenix, Scottsdale, and Tucson, and our operations facilities is in Tempe, off the 101, right off of Elliott. Can't miss it. So if you want to come learn more about the financial institution, come on in my breakout room. I hope I hurried up, Jessica.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Great job, LaDonna. Thank you so much for being here. So many great opportunities. And weren't you Arizona's Most Influential Woman Award winner in 2024? That was you, right?
It was me in 2025. So
okay. Yay!
Yeah. Thank you.
Awesome. And LaDonna is very well connected into the community here and does a lot of work. So for the community, not just for Northern Trust, but also for the community at large. So thank you for all you do for our community. All right, we are going to move over to Jerome. I am ready to say your name. Okay, Jerome Chisolome. He is the talent acquisition specialist for Desert Financial Credit Union. Hello, Jerome.
Hey, Jessica, thanks for having me. Yeah, I'm representing Desert Financial, talent acquisition specialist with the company. Just here to talk a little bit about our open roles and what we're looking for right now. A little bit about our company. We were founded in 1939 by a group of small teachers, and we are Arizona's largest credit union. We're closing in on almost 500,000 members and going strong. And then across the valley, we have over 50 branch locations. And then that also includes a few up north locations like Flagstaff, Prescott, Payson as well. We do offer a lot of the benefits. United Healthcare, we go through 401k is our Empower, Delta Dental, Delta Vision, etc. Full-time and part-time eligibility for all of our benefits. And then one of our largest benefits I like to speak on is our Invest Ed program. It is through ASU, and you can sign up for remote classes to a degree of your choice, and it is 100% covered. And the reason for that, we do value education. Like I mentioned, our credit union was established by teachers. So that's one of the biggest benefits I'll speak more on in the breakout room. In the next slide, as far as our open positions, we are looking for our branch positions right now. So experienced specialist is more of our traditional bank teller. It starts at $19 an hour, and we only ask for 1 year of customer service experience. We'll get you trained up and comfortable and confident in the role as well. And then we are hiring for our relationship specialist as well. That's like a traditional banker position. Pay for that base is $19.50. Average with commission is about $70K annual. And then for that position, we do require 1 year of customer service experience and a year experience within a financial institution. The application process, fairly straightforward. Visit our career page, find the position that you're interested in, go ahead and send that application through. We will send out a Spark Hire video interview. Once you complete that, I'll reach out, send you more information on the position. We can talk through it, make sure that it's the right position for you and what you're searching for. And then we'll schedule the final in-person interview, typically with the branch manager or the team. I did include my email below, so feel free to take note of it. And then I will also be in the breakout room for any questions and further discussion.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
All right, moving over to Brian Luxemburger. He is the Talent Acquisition Manager for 1AZ Credit Union. Hi, Brian.
Hi, Jessica. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it, and excited to talk about some opportunities we have here at 1AZ Credit Union, another large credit union throughout the Arizona region. We have approximately 20 branches, and we are growing not only through just the branch growth, but also through an acquisition, which should bring us all the way from Nogales all the way up to Flagstaff. So we're excited to continue to provide our members services and solutions, as well as opportunities for those around the Arizona region. We are a best in state credit union by Forbes, and we are a multi-year champion. We have some of the best benefits, and we are award winner for healthiest employer, not just throughout Arizona, but nationally. And we do focus heavily, and we're very proud of our work with Champion for military hiring as well. We do have some exciting opportunities and some things that we're working on currently. A lot of our opportunities are based out of our corporate office, which is just north of the 101, where the 17 and 101 meet in the Deer Valley area. Good chunk of most of our corporate roles are there. We do also have some remote roles that can be anywhere throughout Arizona, such as the IAM governance specialist role. That is one we just opened up to be fully remote anywhere in Arizona. But we also enjoy hybrid opportunities in some departments and some roles, and as well as we have those branch and roles with normal teller banker type of opportunities. But some key positions, including the senior information security analysts, some customer service representatives, which we call our member care reps, as well as I mentioned, we have those teller and banker opportunities all throughout different parts of Arizona at our different branches. We're excited to be able to speak with many of you today. I shared a link here for you to check out our career opportunities, more about our benefits, and just learn more about 1AZ as a whole. But we will have a team in the breakout room and look forward to meeting all of you. Thank you.
Awesome. So good, Brian. Thank you. Okay, we're going to move over to Rocket, and Eric Jones is here. He's a senior talent relationship manager. Thanks for being here, Eric.
Thank you so much for having me. As far as Rocket is concerned, I have a QR code here. My partner that's going to be joining us in the breakout session, Sydney, will also have this same QR code, but this gets you actually acclimated into our system, into our ecosystem, as far as all the opportunities that we have to offer. Next slide, please. So when you think about Rocket, right? So yes, we started as this organization, Rocket Mortgage, who just celebrated our 40th anniversary. So definitely proud about that. We have office spaces in Arizona downtown. We have offices in Detroit, Michigan, and another office in Cleveland, Ohio, right? So from those three main locations, we can service the entire United States. We're an internet-driven based organization, so the internet never sleeps. Our organization always has and can be there for our clients when it comes to anything they need to do from a financial services standpoint. With those three locations, we are hybrid. So we come into the office depending on which opportunities that you may be interested in. We'll determine that schedule and those type of things. And there are a few remote-based opportunities. My partner, Sydney, in the breakout rooms will be specifically talking about sales as we jump into that here shortly. But next slide. When you think about accolades, and I'm not going to read these all to you, but we're been and have been recognized by Fortune, Forbes magazine, and in different places to work, People magazine, for caring for our people and being a very diverse based organization. But if you subtract all of that, what makes us different is how we treat our people, and then the people that work for us and then are servicing our clients across the board. That is the difference, right? So I'm super excited for everyone that's a part of this virtual based event to be able to jump in and talk to Sydney specifically about those sales-based opportunities and at those things that they're interested in Arizona, as well as Michigan and Ohio. Next slide. To give you an overview, so when you apply to an opportunity within Rocket, you're applying to this entire ecosystem, right? So home finance and service, home sales search, media, client service, as well as some auto and finance. One of the newest organizations on there is Redfin, for those of you that are familiar with the Zillows of the world. Redfin is that #1 real estate showing, purchasing, real estate based type arm that we just brought part of our ecosystem, excuse me. So now Redfin is a part of Rocket. So when you apply, you have the opportunity to speak with a recruiter about different opportunities and learn more than just one specific location, organization, and then you have that ability to really put your best foot forward and grow within our organization as well. Next slide. As we dive into some of the openings that we have right now, some of our hot opportunities, you see our focus is always definitely sales. So sales being in Arizona, sales being in Michigan, and sales then being in Ohio. We also have opportunities for those that might be looking for opportunities outside of sales. We have marketing and technology. The majority of those positions, though, will be in our Detroit based site. So I also included our careers website there. So www.myrocketcareer.com, and that will be everything that you need to know about Rocket, the organization, our culture, which is second to none, and then the opportunities that can drive your career and foundation forward. Next slide. And then last but not least, QR code sharing my contact information. I mentioned my partner Sydney's actually going to be involved in the chat and in the breakout session. So definitely come in, questions ready to go. And if you're looking for sales, definitely make sure you speak with her. Thanks again, everyone.
Great. Thank you, Eric. So good having you guys here. All right. So our last company on the business services side is T-Tech. So Cody Duncan is an associate recruiter. So welcome, Cody.
Hi, thanks for having us. I'll try to keep it brief, just a little bit about T-Tech. We are a global business processing outsource company, meaning we get contracted out by other companies to do like call center type roles. So we do have a variety of roles from customer service, tech support, and what I hire for are for sales roles. We do have on-site roles, hybrid roles, work from home roles. So if you want to go to the next slide, I'll talk a little bit about what I'm currently recruiting for. Currently, the roles that I am hiring for are for business-to-business sales positions, more specifically an account executive role, inbound sales role, and an inbound sales chat role. The first 3 months, they are fully on site, and we are located in downtown Tempe, right off Tempe Town Lake. But then this role does have the potential to move to a hybrid schedule. It is a full-time, full benefits position. And, if you are interested, feel free to reach out to me. I'll drop my information in the chat as well. And we'd love to hear from you.
Great, Cody. Thank you so much. And feel free to connect with Cody. Lots of good stuff going on over there. All right, we're going to move into the trades and kind of construction area. And we have 3 companies that are going to speak here, and then we're going to move into the breakout sessions. And so I'd like to introduce Katie Knoll, and she is the marketing coordinator of talent acquisition with Esler Companies.
Thanks, Jessica. It's good to be here today. So a little bit about Esler Companies. We are the largest affiliate of Renewal by Andersen. We are a full-service window and door replacement company. We've been named a top workplace for 4 years running, and we were just recognized as a 2025 most loved workplace as well. We have more than 3,000 employees across the country, and what really sets us apart is our people-first culture. We do business with love, meaning we approach our work, our teammates, and our customers with care, respect, and a mindset of growth, and that's really the heart of who we are. If you can go to the next slide, please. Thank you. In Arizona, we're hiring for several roles, including brand ambassadors, entry-level sales, warehouse associates, service techs, window and door installers, and sales consultants. If you're interested, you can go to esler.info/careers. You can search by job type or location and apply right on our website, or you can scan the QR code to bring you there directly. And of course, you can connect with our recruiting team during today's breakout room if you'd like to learn more. If you'd like to reach us directly, our recruiting team is available at careers@esler.com. That's our email. You can also follow us on LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook to keep up with Esler news and our open roles. Thank you so much.
Sorry. Thanks for being here, Katie. You did a great job. Okay, let's move on to Modigent. And so Janine Cortese is here. She is a recruiter. So hi, Janine.
Hello, thank you for having me. Yes, Janine here. I'm representing Modigent. Modigent is the parent company in the mechanical contracting sector, facility services. You can go ahead and pop over to the next slide. So what we do, our primary focus is commercial HVAC. We also do plumbing and controls. Again, Modigent being the parent company at the moment, I believe we have 18 operating companies underneath Modigent. We're in 15 states. Our local presence here is Pueblo Mechanical. A large focus going forward will be on energy efficiency, reducing carbon footprint, infrastructure, technology. Some of the companies that we partner with here in the Valley are, we do a lot of schools and hospitals. So Banner Health, Honor Health, Phoenix Unified. We work a lot in higher education as well. ASU, U of A, NAU. Those are some of the projects that we work on here. Next slide, please. Some of the positions, so the roles underneath Pueblo Mechanical are going to be more skilled trades, so out in the field, service technicians, plumbers, pipe fitters, controls has been a huge focus for us this year, which is, more on the technical, electrical side of things, but largely related to that reduction of carbon footprint within our industry. On the corporate side, Modigent also here in Phoenix, you're going to see more of those, again, corporate related roles. So accounting, finance, IT, marketing, operations. So yeah, I'd love to connect in the breakout room and, share a little bit more about Modigent as well as Pueblo. So, I mean, again, as far as our national presence, mostly you're going to see us in the southern states. So from California, Texas over to Florida. But we have opportunities from coast to coast across the board. I'd love to share a little more information with you. As far as virtual roles or working remotely, some of those you'll see at the corporate level underneath Modigent. The majority for Pueblo will be, either in office in Phoenix or out in the field. Similar to the other operating companies, are going to be on site where those operating companies are located. So the majority of remote is going to be underneath Modigent for the corporate roles. I think I covered it all. I'm not sure. I might have missed a thing or two.
Nope, you got it. Thank you. Well done, Janine. Thank you again.
Thank you.
All right. And I think we have our last company here, Canyon State Electric. Alicia Mendeville is the recruiting coordinator for CSE. So welcome, Alicia.
Hi, thank you for having me. I'm excited to introduce you to our company and what we stand for. We are a family-owned company, electrical subcontractor that has been around for 47 years. We've ranked top 10 family-owned businesses in Arizona and have been consistently listed as one of the best places to work by the Phoenix Business Journal since 2018. Canyon State Electric has established a company culture that prioritizes the well-being and happiness of its employees. Some of our core values include community, innovation, dependability, and positivity. We have team building events monthly that bring field and office together, creating a community of oneness and inclusivity.
Hi, this is Maria.
CSE provides opportunities for growth and advancement in company, whether it's in the field or the office. We provide in-house training to gain certifications, and we are one of the only 3 companies that have their own apprentice program. It's a great pathway to an exciting lifelong career in the electrical trade. We are a fast-growing company that specializes in mission-critical data centers, healthcare, aviation, industrial, and commercial projects with various positions that include site safety specialists, project managers, business analysts, energy marshals, accounting assistant, and foreman, journeyman, leadman, and wireman, and many more. We offer great benefits, including a healthcare package at no cost to the employee, 3 weeks of time off per year, 401k with company matching, and paid holidays starting immediately. We're always excited and looking for driven people who are excited to evolve and thrive with us as a community. One of the easiest ways to apply is on our website, canyonstateelectric.com. Or you can also call our office where recruitment is available to help you through the process.
Awesome. And if you want to go to the next slide, yep, there we go. So there is the website and email address. So connect with Alicia, and we are getting ready to move into the breakout sessions. Thank you for being here today, Alicia.
Thank you so much.
Yep. All right, so I'm going to take just a minute here to close us out and to tell you all what's next, and then we can move into our networking time. All right, so thank you all for staying engaged. The chat has been awesome. Tons of questions and connections happening in there. If you have any feedback about this event or future events, feel free to email us. And then you are getting an email today. So in your email, what you're going to get is, again, a link to this event. It's a playback. And so if you want to go to the next slide, Wendy, the link will be a playback of this event. You're not going to get the slide deck. It's huge and there's a lot of intellectual property on it. So we don't send it out, but you will get that link to the playback and you can go watch any part of the event that you would like again. You also are going to get a couple resources. The DISC assessment is a no-cost assessment we offer to everybody. It will tell you a little bit about your personality, your style, and your ideal work environment. So look for that to come out later today. We also have additional events coming up. And so we do this annual hiring event every year in partnership with Best Companies AZ. And then monthly, we host career resources event. And so we bring in phenomenal speakers and professional resume writers and career coaches and a whole bunch of resources in a virtual environment. And our next one is October 2nd, and we're going to talk about how you do career transition and thrive during uncertainty. And so that's our October meeting. We have one in November and one in December as well. Always different topics and tons of resources available as well. We do have a new program. People were asking for more one-on-one help. And so we created an online portal and program. It's an online career coaching program that has 12 modules and will walk you through the full career transition. Most people are like, right away, I need to write a resume. Yes, we are going to help you write a resume. And also, before you write that resume, we're going to help you get super clear on actually what type of work you want to do so that it is targeted. And so that is what this program is. There is a small fee to the program because of how we have to support it. And so it's currently $39.99. And so you can go to pathways.org. If Brenda's still on the call, she jumped in. Brenda Mariah was our co-partner in developing and launching this. And she is phenomenal when it comes to resumes and career coaching and helping you get moving. And so there she goes. She is a co-facilitator for Pathways. All right. Thank you to everybody that is here and is helping. Oh, we're going to move past this slide because we didn't delete that slide. That was from the last event. But thank you for all of the staff and the team and the hiring companies and everyone that made this event happen. Career Connectors is a 501c3. So if you are interested in donating after you land your job and giving back to the person that's coming behind you, we always so appreciate that so we can continue serving our community. And I just want to thank you for being here. You all, even though you're going through a really tough time, I saw encouragement and engagement in the chat. I saw just so many people interested in working for these companies that have been identified and won best awards at their companies. And so we really, really appreciate Denise, Sydney, your partnership, and all the companies that make this happen. I am and will continue to pray for each of you that you do land into the career of your dreams. We're grateful you are here today. We are going to move over to the breakout sessions now. And in this part of the session, this is your chance to go talk directly to the speakers, to the hiring managers or recruiters that are in the breakout rooms. Networking. I can't go into it. I'll get on a soapbox, but there is nothing like connecting and networking. That is where the best jobs are landed. And so go into these rooms, talk to the companies. What you're going to do, we're going to open them up in just a moment. And when Wendy opens them up, the breakout icon will be on the bottom of your screen. You will want to click on that. They will open up and you'll see the long list of all the companies, and you can move into a breakout room, and then you can go into another one, and then you can go into another one. And this is the best we have for networking in a virtual environment. So you just go into the rooms, kind of wait your turn if you're to have a conversation. And then when you're done with that room, you go on to the next room. And so our list of breakout rooms is on this last slide. Everyone will have a breakout room. All these companies, Best Companies AZ will also have a breakout room. So if you're interested in talking to them as well, and then all of the companies will have breakout rooms. And so Wendy, I think we're about ready to go ahead and launch the breakout rooms. There we go. So there are 19 breakout rooms. Companies, if you could go ahead and jump into there. Denise and team, I want you to take room 19. That's it looks like that'll be the Best Companies AZ room. And we'll continue to say that. That will be the Best Companies AZ room. But everyone, all the companies, if you could jump into your room, click on the breakout rooms icon on the bottom of your screen, and then you will see your room pop up. You may have to scroll to the bottom. You'll see your room pop up. Click the blue join button. And I just want to make sure you all get in there. If you can't find your room, let us know and we'll just move you over there.
Jessica, I can't find mine.
Mira, no me está dejando. Mira, ahí está lo que te dije. Esto es para que no me oigan.
I can't either.
Okay, let's move you, LaDonna, into your room.